What's up, guys? It's Ash here doing another vid real quick. I thought this was super important and it was part of my last video I did on the human stock exchange. If you watched it, at the end, I go into how you can look up your social security account or also your birth certificate account and see how there are bonds that are being issued on these accounts in your name that you don't know exist. And if you want to look this up, you can. I already did on myself, and they exist. I put in my social last night, and a bunch of bonds have been issued. Every single month they're issued. They're 30-year bonds, and I'm going to show you how you can look yours up real easy, and you'll just know it's there. And the issue behind this whole is that, this is another one of the scams. This is how the human stock exchange, how they turned us into a human stock exchange, and it has to do with maritime admiralty law. When you're born on water, you come in through your mother's birth canal. You are given a birth certificate, a product number. You are considered a product of the Corporation of the United States. You're commoditized at birth due to maritime admiralty law practices, right? And you can go look this up with Jordan Maxwell. You can go watch different videos. I even did a video on maritime admiralty law. This is the scam. And what they're doing is they're issuing 30-year bonds against your name, excuse me, from the moment you're born. And this only goes back to 1980, and I'm going to show you how to access it right now. So I'm here, as you can see, treasurydirect.gov, federal site. You're going to go type in paper bonds, and there's a little background noise, guys. Sorry, there's a lot of construction. Um, and you'll see calculate the value of your paper savings bonds will come up. You'll click that. That'll bring you here. And you'll see you're not going to touch this. This will stay at double E bonds. In the denomination category, you'll click this down to 10,000. Although there's denominations of all different kinds being issued, some as low as $10 up to 10,000. So this will show you the larger ones. You'll type that. You'll type in your social here with the dashes, and then you'll start your search dates from anywhere past from 1980 to the present. And here's the crazy part. I had bonds we all do, and you could look it up. I'm not going to type in my social security, obviously, and show you, but I'm showing you how to do it. Once you do that, type in your social, start at 1980 and going forward, put in the date, like 2 digits for the date, and then 4-digit year. So if it's 1980 January, you'll do 01 19, slash 1980, and you'll hit calculate, and then it'll fill below with whatever bonds there are issued in that month and that year. And you could do it month by month and see how there's large amounts of these bonds are being issued, and they're 30-year bonds. They mature in 30 years. And I had matured bonds in mine because I'm an older I'm 50 now, and I had bonds that had already matured, and there were bonds that were set to mature on mine in like 2024, going all the way up to 2040. There was bonds issued already in 2010 in my name that were set to mature in the year 2040. So I don't know how they know you're going to be alive in 30 years from now or 20 years from now or whatever it is, but that's how you can look it up, and it's right here, man. I've also done this with my birth certificate number, and that number might have dashes in it or it might be a different combination, but that also came up. So it's a double scam because not only are they issuing 30-year bonds against your Social Security account, which you don't have access to, which you should be allowed to use to pay for stuff. Um, that's the thing, right? Like I looked that up on YouTube, and there are some people that allege and claim that, yeah, I can look it up. I can pay off bills by wiring the money directly from my Social Security account. And this site even says that that's not true. And of course, they don't want you to believe it's true using your EIN number. But I think that's what it was supposed to be used for, and they somehow scammed us out of it. And now they're issuing these bonds, so you can look it up for yourself. Um, this is how you would do it. Again, I showed you all the ways to get to this page. It's a Treasury Direct Gov page. It's not, It's not some other site. And type in your social security with the dashes and see what comes up, and start your issue dates from 1980 going forward and see if you can find anything. Uh, and I think most people will be able to if you have a social security card here in the United States, or you know, that this is another one of the scams. It's the human stock exchange, and that's how it works. So now you know, and hopefully, when we become sovereign citizens again, and not, yeah, sovereign human beings, or I think that's part of it, right? Is that the maritime admiralty law took you out of your humanity. It made you into a product that you can be commoditized like this. And if you were a sovereign and you were a sovereign human, then these monies should come back to you because it was an illegal scam was perpetrated in your name without your knowledge. And that's really what this is about: is going back from a maritime admiralty law money system to a system where the law of the land in which you're born applies to you. And so we're fighting for our freedom in this way, and hopefully anybody that this has happened to in any countries, that they will have these monies hopefully given back to them at some point when it's comes into the light what's happening. So with that, I wish you well. If you want to, I'll show you, look up and see what kind of bonds are issued in your name. That's the way you do it. All right, guys. So with that, I wish you well, and I'll talk soon with my next report. Peace.